You got the light? I know I'm working you now. One, two, 1, 2. I don't even know if I'm up here. I'm looking at my man, Hulk. That's why I don't know. I got to start learning how to work this. Yeah. So if you hear me, yeah, I got to start running my own station. I'm gonna start. Yanga's gonna come out because I don't. This shit right here just irritates the fuck out of me. I know we do it because we got all kind of wackos, but I can't see myself. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't know how to work this shit. And I'm operating off my phone. And I wanted to rap before Wrestling Wednesday. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end it because, like I said, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I need someone to jump in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. I done figured it out. There we go. I figured it out. What's up, man? Peace. It's your brother Yanga. Like I said, I only got a few minutes, wanted to step in here and, discuss the show yesterday. I don't know if you caught me on the Lex Vortex show. Go over there, check out Lex. They have some interesting shows if you haven't caught the show. But yeah, I had to go over there. I had to stand up for the arena. You know, we all know what the arena stands for. We know what the arena is about. So I felt like I had to go answer some questions. I do feel like the arena was going in a direction that began to be very questionable, especially for the mission that we set out for. And since we are freedom loving people and we are people that are independent of thought and entitled to these opinions and to share these opinions and views, and I'm a representative of the arena, I went over there to clear up some things that I felt like could, like I said, there again, be misconstrued or could be exacerbated and taken to the next level. So that's what that was about. My people in the arena never fear about Yanga going to the dark side. Never fear about Yanga going to the dark side. Laughable. Shouts out to the dark side. Laughable. Their ideology and philosophy is not solid enough. I don't know if anybody heard the show. Like, I'm a proponent of Black land. What Lex is proposing is Lex Vegas. And I love how, it's funny. Like, the language of Lex Vegas is Swahili, yet they go so vehemently about Arabic and these Arabic words. Lex, spoiler alert, brother, you do know Swahili contains Arabic words, right? They didn't tell you that. Your linguist didn't pull your coat in Lex Vegas that when you go that hard, I know, brother. I know. It sucks, man. It sucks. I know. I know the arena be kicking your fucking teeth in every time you open your mouth, and it sucks. I know, but it's all in love. But yeah, there are words in Swahili that are Arabic because Swahili was a trader's language. So, I mean, there's a history to the thing. You might want to, before you stand 10 toes down or take a position so fervently, so heavily on anti-Arabic or anti, and then your language, the official language of Lex Vegas is Swahili. There again, it exposes the contradictions and the hypocrisy in Las Vegas. And I'm telling you, I love your vision of separation. I love your vision of Black independence. I love your vision of Black people being able to self-govern and, do for self. However, I do think it's misleading when that very vision contains, all the words of freedom, all the words of strong Black nationalism, all the words of Pan-Africanism, yet it contains the very real components of supremacy, intolerance, discrimination. If people express God in a way that you don't like, Like, and this is what, because like I said, what gets me, Swahili full of Arabic words, but if somebody doesn't understand it your way or expresses God in a manner that Lex doesn't say is beneficial, they can't participate in the politics. And what gets me, I love the devotion Dark Side has. I love it because what gets me is they will ride with that. They will ride along with that. And they know that is discriminatory. It's tyrannical. It is one man rulership, one man leadership. That means a lot of their grandmamas, a lot of their relatives can't come to Lex Vegas. But like you said, Lex Vegas isn't for everyone. I'm not a gambler, and I damn sure don't want to gamble with my life. And Lex Vegas sounds dangerous. It sounds dangerous. I got some work to do over there. But like I said, I'm a smoker. So if you set it up and herb is legal and you got your dispensaries and things of that nature, I'm gonna be mindful because over there's no regulation. So they might, it might be chemicalized. Your herbs may be chemicalized. I don't know. You haven't presented a comprehensive working plan for Las Vegas. The only thing you have shown me is that it will be a place of intolerance and a place of discrimination. That Black people will not be able to even participate in their own political destination. And I think what's crazy is you're like, well, how are they gonna, they may sneak up on us. The Muslims or the Christians may sneak up. Where's your assembly? Where's your belief in the people? See, this is what makes me concerned when you talk like this, because when you talk about these positions of power belongs to the people. You guys should only be empowered because the people have elected you to represent their best interests. If you talk about these positions of power, where does this authority for power? Oh, I get it, Stimia. Goddamn Stimia that gave you the authority. Stimia has given you the authority. Listen, Lex, and those who want to go to Lex Vegas, it sounds like a cool place, but I wouldn't allow it to be a place derived from my hatred of a people, because when you build a place based off of the hatred for a people or just to be contrary to those people, you're not thinking about really a substantial structure for your place. What's your taxation look like? What's everything? The only thing for certain in Lex Vegas is that you better not adhere to an Abrahamic faith. I haven't heard one economist of Black land or one person from Dark Side step up and champion the economy of Black land. You can talk about the arena. You can laugh at us. You can call us Ndugazoos, Unwugwoos, and all that's real cute. You don't learn the African dialect. That's real cute. That's the masquerade, the reality behind what you're saying. That's that cultural nationalist shit. If you put on a dashiki, say enough African words, and really wish hard enough, Kimmy, you'll be in Africa. Say Wundugu 100 times and tap your heels, and Black land will exist. Yeah, that's cool. But there's no comprehensive plan, brother. And not one person from Dark Side has stepped up and presented anything comprehensive. We have beat you guys asleep about your version of Black land. Lex Vegas. We have beat your version of Lex Vegas to sleep. Here's what saddened me, because I'm a proponent there again of separation. I thought you were going to come and aid me, help me to push this thing of Black people can separate. Yo, you be killing me. You be killing me, Lex. So, and I just had to send that shout out because I wanted people to know. And listen, with all respect, I just think Lex Vegas is not to play like you, but you adequately put it that. You said it. Lex Vegas is not for all people. And I can appreciate the official language being Swahili. I love that. I think that's awesome. I would just, as an advisor, you probably won't let me participate in government. And you may not even take advisory wisdom from people who acknowledge Abrahamic faiths. But as an advisor, I probably would study my official language a little more. And then you will come to realize that there are a lot of Arabic words in the official language of Lex Vegas. There's a lot of Arabic words. So, you're really going to have to focus on your rhetoric or tone down or completely stop the rhetoric. I get it. You got people at Dark Side are mad at the white man. I get it. They're mad at his religion. They're mad at the Arab. They're mad at what happened to their ancestry. They're mad at colonized Africa. I get it. And a lot of them are probably Pan-Africanists, cultural nationalists over there, but the black nationalist element over there, I challenge that element. I mean, we can do the Pan-Africanist and the cultural nationalist element that you may have largely over there, but it just reiterates my point that at times embracing those ideologies so heartedly, putting them first can lead to fanciful expectations. Embracing cultural nationalism to that degree, Pan-Africanism to that degree, can lead to fanciful expectations, and they will sit and listen to you promote and push a Lex Vegas like it's substantiated in that. And anything that brings the proof that what you're saying is not outright right and exact, or even not really, you can't, it is just like I said, straight Peter Pan, Never Neverland. It is a fantasy. When you can't, when I think when that's exposed, you resort to, which is cool. It's classic Lex. You resort to name calling. And even though you may call me a name in Swahili, Nzugubu, if you're with your Nzugubu, we know that means coon according to the way that you interpret it. So just because you call me a coon in Swahili doesn't mean I don't know you're calling me a coon. I just rise above it. Right. He thought I got slow. He thought, I guess I got confused because he told me what it meant. We don't call it coon no more. We call it Wunzugudu's. Yeah. And then all through the thing. So I'm saying, huh?
I don't want to steal your thunder, man. Hey, I got caught up in my fanaticism. So, hey, I want to give a shout out to Inyame, shout out to goddamn Kofi, shout out to Blue, man, shout out to Dark Side. Hey. Disregard what I said about anybody fucking with Lex, because that thing that Lex said, Lex said that. Lex is a grown man. Nobody said that but Lex. So I'm not gonna hold anybody who rocks, in Dark Side. I'm not gonna hold y'all responsible. That was irresponsible on my part. So man, y'all more than welcome to come to the arena. Kofi, welcome to the arena. And that's it, man. I will see y'all.
Right on. I'm gonna be brief because we got Wrestling Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I just wanted to come to address that, and say my piece. I appreciate you, sir, because this is what the arena's about. And you can man up say that, I knew once my man knew, I was like, yo, man, you can't throw a reverse order 66. We can't come up here and clown the shit out of Lex for tyranny, for despotism and oppression, for being an absolutist. He's the absolute ruler, issuing those orders. And then we come back and we do the same thing. We are, we're totally against the hypocrisy. This is what these type of things are what I'm pointing out about Lex Vegas. And I'm fucking with you, Lex. I gotta fuck with you. Because I sat on your show and allowed you to.
Can I get some chips to go to Lex? Oh, no, I can't go.
Yes, please.
I can't go to Lex Vegas. That's right. I can't go there because I can't.
No, you ain't going to be allowed there, brother. You're not allowed in Lex Vegas. You can't get no chips. They ain't going to let you in the door. And they ain't going to let me in the door either. Once they find out, they say, aren't you a Muslim?
Wait. Can't you be a resident?
They'll let you in. No. They're going to let you in. They're going to let you in. They're going to let you in to spend your money. No, you can't vote. You can't participate. They'll let you in to spend your money.
I know it's some capitalism because Kofi, boy, he's a cold capitalist, man. Shout out to Kofi, man. He's a cold capitalist. So yeah, I know.
Kofi may be the saving grace to their economy. Lex not once talked about their economy. Like, you talking all that shit. Who's going to invest in black land? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I mean it's fanciful. It's all on us giving up everything. It's wishful. There is no real tangible, real world incentive to join there, but they want us to go to black land and to be mystics. Everybody can't, like my man DMT says, shouts out to Double Master Teacher Blue. Everybody can't be the mystic. Everybody can't be the high priest or the super spiritualist. There are people who live in the real world, and there are black people, Mayor Lex of Lex Vegas, who actually want to feed their children, who actually can appreciate medical, who actually want a comprehensive medical plan. So a lot of this is going to come from what? Your industry. You know, this is why we unionize, to make sure that some of this medical is covered. If you want their labor, then you have to make sure that these people are healthy and fit to come to contribute to production. So you cover some of that medical. All of that'll be written in the bill. Shit, you running everybody out of like, how the hell? What is y'all economy? What is y'all export? We know y'all ain't gonna be importing shit because first of all, y'all probably ain't got no money. But I'm saying y'all don't fuck with nobody. You don't fuck with the Abrahamic faiths. That's a third of the fucking world right there. So I mean, that's why I say there's a lot of things that lead to be desired. What really you're presenting now is Pied Piper. You're playing the flute, you're stoking emotions, you're calling people on their absolute hatred and their disgust of what is taking place here in America and historically and contemporary. And I get it. I stand in solidarity with you on that. However, what I won't do is offer my people a Hale-Bopp Comet fucking solution. I'm not going to offer them some fanciful ass solution that they really can't get behind and participate in. And what you offer them is not only fantasy, and this is why I say cult type of mentality. I'm not saying, no longer will I say dark side is a cult, but I say some of the tactics are very, they kind of resemble that to a degree. And one of the reasons, don't go too far. And one of the reasons is because they do, two of the things, and you heard me say this before, offer them a solution that is fanciful, that is almost impossible to obtain. So your black land or Lex Vegas being built on the absolute complete agreement of all black people or enough black people to have the economic resources and the wherewithal to completely separate, I think is fanciful. I think it's very far-fetched. But how, until you reason, and I say that to me is when you read these, how people start these groups, more commonly referred to as cults, and I'm not saying dark side is that. That's one. And then secondly, how you keep the people captivated and how you keep the people enthralled is you create a us versus them dynamic. You give them an enemy. America does it. At first, communism was the enemy. In the McCarthy era, remember that? Watch out for the red threat. Then after communism, when you go back and look at when Nixon was in office, he said that Nixon said that the next enemy will be Islam. So then he gave you Muslim enemies to bring this patriotism, the Americanism together. And once he bring that together, like in 9/11 and shit, when I see Negroes, like you said, flying American flags, this and that, it stoked in us a certain patriotism because we felt that attachment to America that we were connected to. And we were even willing to put some of the things that affected us directly to the side until we felt like this global international threat was dealt with. So I get what you're saying. Create that enemy of the Abrahamic faiths. Give them a distraction from the fact that they got no fucking medical, that they don't have enough import to sustain their nutritional needs, and you motherfuckers have malnutrition like a motherfucker. That you don't have a strong infrastructure because not only have you encouraged people not to participate in the political process, so they don't know how politics, which is an advantage to you because they don't know how politics is run, so you can come over and be the grand poobah. They don't know no fucking better because they don't know nothing about politics. But you've also encouraged their non-participation. Do your people possess the know-how to do the things that you're going to need? Do you have enough construction workers, electricians, and plumbers and shit? Somebody has to build the school. And then once the school is built, do you have enough people to teach some shit? Do you have the people to teach STEMIA, science, technology, engineering, and math? What is the allure to that? Getting away from the white man, do it over here you can do it with us. Why? Y'all don't have the equipment to do STEMIA. You ain't got no fucking microscopes, petri dishes. You motherfuckers still experiment with fire ants and sticks and shit. You don't have the equipment. It's not realistic what you're offering the people and what you do to keep the people from focusing on the very things that not only are going to take them from survival to thrival, is going to do just that, enable them to live Not only are they distracted that, you distract them from asking all the real questions by giving these niggas a word, Wunduguzu, and they eat it up. Wunduguzu! You see if you can cook Wunduguzu. See if Wunduguzu will fix an infection. Oh, Yanga's talking that white man shit. Yanga wants y'all to get healed. Yanga wants y'all to have a doctor. Yanga wants y'all to have a government where you have proper representation. Yanga don't want you to resemble the same shit you've been in just with black face. What's the difference? And I'm not even asking Mayor Lex of Lex Vegas. I'm asking you who are all packing your shit and get passports to go there, to cash in your chips or to grab Lex Vegas chips. What's the difference? And don't tell me Stimia, because I'm going to tell you why that ain't a difference to me. Because over here, they won't stop you from worshiping Stimia. I'm not telling you to stay in America. I'm just saying before I go to Lex Vegas, you got to show me where the difference is going to be. Now ask about my black land. What's the difference? Opportunity. A real black republic, democratic republic will offer you opportunity. I don't see the opportunity in Lex Vegas. Where's the opportunity? I welcome the challenge. I eventually want to go back over there and finish having that discussion. And like I said, I'll take the slick disc. I'll be the coon in Swahili. I think it's kind of cute. I love to hear him fumble through his little words. I encourage learning. Learning and reading is fundamental. If you're learning some Swahili, goddammit, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? If you learn Swahili, more power to you. That's what I'm talking about. Asante sana. You're welcome or something like that. You know, yay. I've brushed off my Swahili during Kwanzaa. I ain't you go front. So here's a Swahili word for you. Kudajakalia. Self-determination, Lex. Kudajakalia. It's a Swahili word, self-determination. The people should have a right to determine their destiny, to participate in the politics and procedures and policies and all things that affect their life. Kudajakalia. Don't start striking out. Y'all already striking out Swahili words over there. Have y'all already started censoring? Damn. Just learn the language and you already censoring words. Where's your freedom? Why do you expect the masses of people to turn complete adherence and reliance on your interpretation and definitions of these words, of your interpretation and definition and implementation of procedures and policies? Or if they went completely mad? What you hear over here on the arena, you hear us going back and forth. You may hear what you think is imperialism. You may hear what you think is the Wuduguzu. But it black people who are realistically discussing very real politics that affect their life, not just now, but how they can begin to control those politics to begin to have more control of their future. And if not immediate future, damn sure for the posterity, for the sake of their children, controlling things that provide their children and their children's children with opportunity. By the way, man, shout out to my daughter. I just had my granddaughter, man, today. So I am so happy. Fatima made me a official biological grandfather. So yeah, so that's even more determination and drive to come to real solutions. What has happened, and I tell you what has happened. I'll tell you what has happened. What has happened is the arena has come, and the arena has been a myth buster. That's what MD stands for, myth destroyer. MD is a beast with it. He comes up with his sword. I call him the myth destroyer. The arena has come and become a myth buster. It challenges that. So it makes a lot of people resort back to slick this, and I like it. But shouts out to my man. I mean, you know, it makes me a Waduguzu. Like I said, a coon in Swahili. I love it when I have them on the ropes. I love it. I love it when we got to do that. Yeah. I love it that I inspire motherfuckers so much. You gonna go find a way to insult me in a different language, nigga. That's what you call motivation. I motivate your ass. Good. That's what big uncle's supposed to do, youngin. So I would love to read it, because what also big uncles will do will challenge your perception of reality. It's gonna have Big Uncle gonna ask you, what you doing, homie? What you doing, youngin? How is this adding up to anything? I see you standing perpendicular to the square, building, doing the math, but then you got to show and prove. Then you got to show and prove. You got to born. You got to born that thing. You got to bring that thing into existence. You know, we can build, we can philosophize on it all day, but until you begin to put some of that into practice, then you won't be able to go back and offer critical criticism sessions to really know what's good. All right, I'm winding down on my time, man. I ain't finna miss Wrestling Wednesday dealing with this, addressing this. So yeah, I'm out of here. I wanna yeah, Al Capone, you jumped on. Um, but yo, it's Wrestling Wednesday. It always promises to be fired up, but I just wanted to say that, deliver that, you know, and then all day, man, shouts out Team Arena. I'm glad we getting our shit together. I came over to the show because we asked Darkseid to do the same thing when we felt like one of their members was kind of, you know, out of line or whatever. We asked Darkseid to stand up. You know, we believe in the arena over here, that type of integrity we said before, we still maintain. We want to be that show that we can discuss philosophies, ideologies, even if they get heated, even if, you know, because you know how black men are, we're passionate about our shit. So even if they get heated, but still be the show to refrain from defamation, degrading, or trying to character assassinate another black man, because, you know, it's all in, they still have to work the avenue. But them ideology philosophies we're going to challenge, go back and forth, and I hope it's in good spirit. So yeah, so I stepped over there to step up, allowed to be said what's said, brought the message back. Y'all heard my man Black Sun, like he said, he's rescinding that order. He knew he was on some other shit. We don't get down like that over. He's like, yo, y'all just heard him. I don't have to put words in his mouth. We don't get down like that. Also, the every over here doesn't necessarily represent all of us or reflective of all of us, but all of us are a team. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad my little sister GTO has agreed to pull up this and that. Still rocking with us, still rocking out, still doing arena shit, because that's what it's about. It's about the elevation. It's about, you know, if she's like, yo, I'm backing up from that. I want to be progressive. I want to advance. I'm part of Team Arena. Yo, man, we still love. We glad that she part of the team and shit and putting that shit in. I also did that too for the MDs and the Trevors and shit like that. Like, you know, that was Son's beef. I wanted it to be understood that us over here, we are individuals that are part of a collective, and we're not too big to talk to our brothers and our sisters, but that we still rock together, man. It's Team Arena all day. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, it's Wrestling Wednesday. I'm not going to fuck up and ruin you guys Wednesday with this long, redundant shit. I'm going to get up with y'all next time, man. So sit back, let my guys come up, do their thing. With that, Arena all day, man.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.